The Catechism of Perseverance. Course 1, Chapter 52. Influence of Religion. Question: what are the effects of religion amongst the Israelites? Answer: the effects of religion among the Israelites were to make them more enlightened, more virtuous, and more happy than any of the ancient people. This is easy to be seen in studying the condition of the family, of society, and of religion amongst the people of God. Question: what was the family among the Jews? Answer: the family is the foundation of government. Good order in a family depends on the authority of parents. This authority was very great and much respected amongst the people of God. Question: what was the family among the Jews? Answer: their education was simple but solid. Parents taught their children what was necessary for life and also the history of their nation. Each Israelite was obliged to commit to memory those passages of Moses and the prophets, which reminded them of the wonders of the Lord. Question: what was society among the Jews? Answer: society amongst the Jews was far superior to that among the pagans. The Jews had admirable laws, which condemned every kind of disorder, which combated ambition, and which forbade them to enrich themselves at the expense of one another. There was nothing of this kind among the pagans. Question: cite one of these laws? Answer: among these laws was that of the Jubilee. In virtue of this law, every man at the end of every 50 years entered again into possession of the property he had sold, so that there existed great equality among all families. Question: what was the state of religion? Answer: the religion of the Jews, being the true religion, was more perfect than that of the other nations. Its doctrine was true, its morality pure, and its worship holy and magnificent. Question: what were the principal feasts of the Jews? Answer: the principal feasts of the Jews were the Passover, Pentecost, and the Feast of the Tabernacle. It was on the second day of the Feast of the Passover that they offered to the Lord, as the sole master of all things, the first fruits of the harvest. After the gathering of the fruits, the Israelites went also to Jerusalem to offer the first fruits to the Lord in the temple. Question: what were their fasts? Answer: the Jews had one day of general fast. This was the festival of expiations. It was on this day only that the high priest entered the Holy of Holies. One he-goat was sacrificed, and another, after being loaded with the curse of all the sins of the people, was driven into the desert. It was called the scapegoat, or emissary goat. It represented our Lord, loaded with the sins of the world, and led out of Jerusalem to be put to death. There were also extraordinary days of fasting in times of public calamity or particular affliction. Question: what fruit do you derive from this first part of the Catechism? Answer: much fruit may be derived from this first part of the Catechism. First, to believe firmly that God has never ceased to work for our salvation. Second, to believe that religion is the greatest of all blessings. Third, to love God as a dutiful child loves its mother. Fourth, to keep His commandments with courage and fidelity.